This is Rob Tebbett for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined by Dan Rafael. We're here in Las Vegas following Tyson Fury's second round stoppage win over Tom Schwarz. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing great. Another big boxing night.
Another big boxing night. Another interview with Boxing Social as well. We caught up with you during the Anthony Joshua Andy Ruiz fight week. What did you make of Tyson Fury's performance?
I thought Tyson Fury looked great. I mean, you have to take into account the opponent, obviously. It wasn't much. Turned out to be even worse, I think, than most people anticipated, to be quite honest. But that does not detract from Tyson Fury's performance. He came in good shape. He had a good idea of what he wanted to do in there. He boxed. He used his jab. He threw body punches, which I don't remember really ever seeing Tyson Fury do. He threw combinations. He was light on his feet. I mean, he basically did everything you wanted to see. He threw good, powerful punches. He turned southpaw and was effective in that stance. There's really no flaws I saw in his performance tonight. I mean, the only negative, and it's not a negative on Fury, was his opponent was just not up to the level of the top heavyweights out there.
What did you make of his ring walk? He's been a very gregarious character throughout the week. I know you, of all people, would have appreciated the Apollo Creed throwback. What did you make of that?
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, if Tyson Fury says he wanted to put on a show, he is a showman. He's a larger-than-life personality. And, when you get a quick knockout like that, you also, that was entertaining, but you want to give the fans something else to be excited about. And when he came through with the dark robe on and all black, and then, pulls it off, and he's wearing the red, white, and blue, and the top hat, and comes out to the song from the Rocky movie. It was fun. It was he knows how to get the crowd psyched up, and it was fun to watch.
Taking into account the performance, also the ring walk, the song in the ring afterwards, what kind of impact do you think Tyson Fury's Las Vegas debut will make across America?
I mean, obviously I work for ESPN. ESPN has a lot of money invested in Top Rank's platform and them putting on their events. Top Rank signed Tyson Fury for the purpose of putting on big events, and this was an important event for the network. They spent a lot of time, spent a lot of money, spent a lot of promotional muscle and marketing power to bring this fight to the public, to at least let them know that it was happening, also to help build the ESPN Plus platform that it appeared on, which is, a very inexpensive platform and I'm not just campaigning as a company guy. If you're a sports fan, and it's, to me, it's almost indispensable. There's so much stuff on there, and boxing is a big part of it. And Tyson Fury was here to get the word out, and for ESPN to get the word out about Tyson Fury, and I think probably both of them accomplished their goal. Tyson Fury obviously is going to be much bigger in this country now, given the massive amount of promotion that this fight had. And then those who saw it have to be excited. He put in a great performance, and he scored a big knockout, and he's got much bigger things coming in the future.
Bob Arum said in the post-fight press conference that he feels that Wilder Fury 2, promoted correctly, could be bigger than Mayweather Pacquiao. Your thoughts on that?
Well, look, I have a lot of respect for Bob. I've been covering Bob for 20 years, and I think that the second fight between Wilder and Fury is a monster. It's a massive pay-per-view fight because Tyson's going to fight one more time this fall. Obviously, Wilder just comes off a first-round devastating knockout. He's going to fight Ortiz this fall, and those two fights, plus what happened with this fight, are going to get massive amounts of exposure and attention and promotion. And when they do meet in the first quarter of next year, if all goes well, it's going to be a huge fight. I would disagree with Bob that it will do that money, but you know what? He's a promoter. It's his job to try to, convince the public and the boxing fans and the sports fans and just everyday regular people that it's something worth their time and money. And while I don't necessarily think it's going to do that big, two things. I hope it does, and I hope I'm proven wrong, and I hope we get another great fight.
Tyson said that this is the most active he's been since the first year of his professional career. Could you tell that in the ring? And furthermore, how will that benefit him going into a rematch with Deontay Wilder?
I think Tyson Fury is a classic example of a boxer who does much, much better when he's more active. He's not a guy that just, I know he got a big knockout tonight, but he's not a guy that just relies on that big punch the way like a Wilder does, basically. He relies on the speed, on the rhythm, on having, all of his, his everything working together. He's a rhythm fighter in a sense. And if you're out of the ring for a long period of time, it's hard to get that back in one night, even if you have a great training camp. So for him to go and have fights on a regular basis is great for him. To just keep in the groove, practice makes perfect, basically. And he clearly looked like a guy that the activity is good for him. He looked pretty good against Wilder, obviously, even though with the knockdowns. And I suspect that when he put him in the next fight, he'll look good also. Obviously, look, picking the opponent's a significant factor. Tom Schwarz, was not much, but he was a big dude and he can punch a little bit. And, Fury did a great job. There's nothing bad to say about Tyson Fury. He had a great promotion for this fight and a great performance.
Just final question. All being well, Deontay Wilder comes past Luis Ortiz. Tyson Fury gets past his opponent in the fall. Who would you make a favourite in that rematch?
It's a hard pick, man. It was a hard pick the first fight. Tyson Fury is an exceptional boxer, especially for a heavyweight. He does have some punching power. Deontay Wilder is one of the most devastating punchers in the history of heavyweight boxing, in my estimation, certainly of active fighters today. And as people could see in the first fight, even if they thought that Tyson Fury won the fight because he outboxed Deontay for very long stretches in that fight, it only takes one shot, and he can turn the lights out at any time against anybody. So flip a coin.
Okay, well, Dan Rafael, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social once again. Hopefully catch up with you soon.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thanks, Dan.